Yo guys, Ponchi here, and today we're going to learn how to create a sound pool on your Analog Rytm Mark II. Let's go. Okay, so first things first, let's make a new project here. Load project, create new. Boom. Okay, new project. So today we're going to be going over the sound pool. What the sound pool is used for is it's a collection that you make of sounds that you like that are used for the analog part of your analog rhythm. I'll be making a separate video on how to load samples into your analog rhythm. So this is a little bit different. So what you want to do is go over to Function and Sound. Now, if you've seen my Analog 4 video on how to create a sound pool, then you're already ahead of the game. Basically the same process, just a little different, just with drum sounds. So if you go to your sound manager, you have all these sounds organized by sound. So you have all these kicks. If you want, you can filter them all by pressing left, go to filter, yes, and then you have all the different tags for all the different sounds. So if I want to do just kicks, I'll just check kick, press right to get out of there, and then you have all these. You can also use the track level knob here to move through here, but you have all these different sounds here. So okay, so next thing you want to do is just audition each one, find out the ones that you like by pressing the pad and then just going through the list. Now for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to choose 3 of them there and move on. So once you have them all checked, you're going to want to press right, and then you'll see copy to, hit yes, copy to sound pool. 3 sounds copy to the sound pool. Okay, so go ahead and hit left to get out of this little menu. Hit left again, go to view pool. Now what you have here are these 3 sounds that we put into our sound pool. They're supposed to be kick sounds. You know, keep in mind there's a lot of things you can do with that. However, you are limited to the pads that you can assign this to. The reason being is because of the analog engines. Each pad basically has a different analog engine, and that's the same reason why certain pads choke the other pads, because they share the same engine. So essentially, if you have these kick sounds that you put into your sound pool, you can only use them on these bottom 4 pads. That's why they're lit. Purple is the one that we currently have selected, but the red ones indicate which sound engines we can use for the kicks. So I'm going to just keep things simple and just leave the kick sounds for the BD pads, you know, the bass drum pads. So I'm just going to go ahead and select, let's see. Now see, the reason for the sound pool is if you want to change your sounds on the fly, because essentially all these are collections of parameters, these different sounds that were named. So what happens when you choose the sound, you check it, hit yes to check it, go to load to track. I have the purple one. The purple one is selected, which is pad 1. So I'm going to load it to that track. Hit yes, confirm. Now if you get out of here, you have that sound loaded to that track. Now just to show you that this indeed works, I'm going to tune it way high. That sounds crazy. But okay, back to the sound pool. Function sound, sound manager. view pool. So I'm going to load, let's say I'm just going to load the second one this time. Hit yes to check it, hit right, load to track, confirm, come back to this sound. Now we have that one loaded into that track. So all that changed, keep in mind, I have the level turned up right here for the sample, but I should have it turned down. So now you can see that the sound that we chose is indeed just a collection of parameters on the source tab here. We can try it again. Let's tune it up. Just mess with the parameters, you know. Go back to the sound manager, go to the sound pool. I'm going to choose this first one now. Load to track, confirm. And there you go. The sound is restored to its original setting, basically. So you're going to want to do that for every single pad. You can choose, again, like I was saying, multiple sounds for each pad. So that way you can change them on the fly. So you don't have to worry too much about going back into the plus drive and you know, choosing different sounds that way, which would take much more time for sure. Another way to go to the sound browser is to hit function and tap this encoder or push it down. Bam, that actually takes you to the sound browser, which is a little different than the sound manager, just not as many options. But what you can do is that's a kind of a quicker way to get to the sound pool right here. And then you can just hit yes to load the sounds into each pad. But you can only do that once your sound pool is populated. So keep that in mind. So yeah, that should be it for today. I hope that helps you guys. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions or if you have something that I may have missed in this video. Keep in mind, again, I will be making another video on how to load your analog rhythm with samples, which is a much different story than what we're doing here. It's also in a different section too. But that's it for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.